They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Cardinals' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Penn State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move it all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something.
Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Dude, he's already picked up 46 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. And the Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man down the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ball State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun. Give on the inside. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He now has 63 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass takes him still on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
He makes it run. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jackson gonna throw. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. These old girders are rocking on third down here in Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ball State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. And he He gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air on first down. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Jackson will throw. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And you just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big third down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away, and now a big decision coming up on fourth down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Here he comes out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off-play action on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for growth on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love his slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back.
Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. Here's the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know.
He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. Very tough to quantify.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions that you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go to the counter play. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Stumbled to the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Jackson will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Anthony. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Right on the money.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the run. There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds a little space. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the run. It's Hayes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why.
Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out